Animals in all shapes and sizes, from tiny birds to huge rhinos, have one thing in common. As babies, they all rely on the care of their mums during those early, fragile moments.
I've come to Cheshire to hopefully help out with the birth of a Shire horse. Now, Shire horses are actually an endangered breed these days, so I'm going to meet a man who's doing everything he can to ensure their survival.
Alistair King has spent almost 50 years working with these gentle giants. They were once used in their millions to plough fields and pull heavy trailers, but by the 1960s, only a few thousand remained. But thanks to breeders like Alistair, numbers have slowly risen again. And there's one stallion that's been at the forefront of this revival. Super stud Edward has fathered at least 800 foals, and I can't wait to meet him.
This is the main man round here.
This is the main man here?
Yeah. It's probably the most famous stallion of this breed anywhere in the world today. I'll bring him out for you.
Huge. Oh, my word. Look at the size of him. How tall is he?
He is over 18 hands, in excess of a ton, I would think.
How old is he?
He's 23 years old.
Yeah.
Which probably in human terms is in excess of 80.
Wow. So he's super famous.
He's what we call a super premium stallion. Ooh. There's 8 of those worldwide. And he's one of them. Amazingly enough, 3 of his sons are as well.
Wow.
So that tells you that this bloodline is pretty special, really. He is a special fella.
Alistair is hoping Edward will provide him with a particularly special son and heir. Carron is pregnant with his baby, and she's due to deliver at any time.
This is our pregnant lady then, is it?
It is. This is Coat-Root Lock Carron, my favourite mare.
Your favourite mare?
Yeah, she's
You've
lovely.
got favourites. Are you allowed to have favourites?
I don't know. She's a bit special. Shires are not renowned for having pretty faces, but this one's got it. She's beautiful. She's a lovely mare. She's 12 years old and she's had a lot of babies in her time.
Oh, has she now?
Yeah.
How many?
9 in 9 years.
Woo! Good girl.
Spends all her life pregnant.
She's due any moment, right?
Yep.
And are there signs that we should be looking for?
Oh, yeah. Lots and lots of signs. Look at the end of her teats there. She'll get wax on the end. Normally, when you get the wax on the teat, you're about 24 hours away from the birth.
What's the wax report now?
She hasn't got any on at all.
After waiting around for nearly 48 hours, it looks like things are finally starting to happen.
Right, let's have a look. My word, yeah, it's really obvious. There is literally no mistaking that. And that is the absolute definite sign. When that happens, Alistair knows that within 24 hours she's going to give birth because, and this is like one of the amazing things of evolution and nature that thinks of everything in a way. When she gives birth, her full udder, she doesn't want to lose that milk. So these waxy plugs, they're going to stop her losing all her milk in the act of giving birth. I mean, that's just genius.
It's evening, and Carron is reaching the end of her 11-month pregnancy. Alistair is on hand to be midwife yet again and won't leave her side until the foal is born.
It's about 11:15 and she's heavily in labour now. Done this a time or two, me and you, missus, haven't we, eh? Haven't we just?
Carron has picked a really bad position to give birth.
Good girl. She's only 2 feet away from that wall. She's kind of in the corner and there isn't enough room, really, to deliver the foal. But I am a little bit worried.
There is nothing Alistair can do. The birth will have to happen here.
The water's just broken. We're getting there now. Ooh, she's pushing now. You're pushing now, aren't you? Hey, ooh, there. go, we've got it. It's a little boy. There you go. Ah, that's grand.
Cornered against the wall, Alistair hasn't got the space to help get the rest of the newborn foal's long body out.
I've got the legs out yet. There's not enough room to get them out yet. That's one back leg out. What a place to do it. It's a massive foal, huge foal. Whoa, man. Whoa, man. I'll tell you what, we want to get this foal out of there. There we go. There you go. There you go, little fella.
Thankfully, our foal isn't injured. For Alistair's wife, Janet, it's another miracle moment.
It's amazing, amazing. You wonder how something that's as long and as leggy and as big as that was wrapped up inside her tummy 15 minutes ago.
With Carron now strong enough to stand, Alistair gathers her colostrum, the protein-rich mother's milk, vital to fight infection.
Sucking away at the bottle now.
And proud mum Carron shows Alistair her appreciation for his help.
No, not me, Karen.
And with the newborn fed, there's just one more job left for Alistair.
These Shire horses, they are a rare breed. We've just got this great big colt foal arrive. And it means that we're not as rare as we were an hour ago. We've got another one born. How was that? No hands.
And now comes a moment I've been waiting for. I'm back on the farm to finally meet our new foal. The fantastically named Alexander's Peak.
I can't believe how big he is.
Yeah, he's grown a lot, hasn't he?
It's just 3 months. God, he's a handsome fellow, isn't he?
He's doing very, very well.
You've got to be happy, haven't you? Because you got what you wanted. You got another stallion,
right,
didn't you?
Right sex, yeah. He's got the bloodline
Yeah.
I wanted, and I'm very pleased with him. Yeah, he's doing very well.
I'd say Alexander's Peak looks like a pretty fine young Shire horse to me.
And Mum Carron has made a wonderful recovery. She's done Alistair proud again.
She really is a picture of good health. She's fantastic.
Not only has Alistair got this beautiful young colt, but most importantly, because he's a stallion, he's going to continue the prize-winning bloodline. And given that Shire horses are this rare breed, that is just fantastic news.
The importance of producing baby boys is vital to help ensure the future of all species. Up and down the country, zoos and wildlife parks work hard managing breeding programs to help support the conservation of amazing animals. Animals like the king of the jungle, lions. Male lions start to grow manes around the age of 2 years old as a sign of health and potency in readiness to breed. This, though, is a mature lion, Wallace, the magnificent head of Blackpool Zoo's pride. He's hoping for a new son and heir, and Lioness Rachel is the mum-to-be. In the wild, lions can give birth from 3 years of age, but Rachel is 13, so a very old first-timer. It's the job of lion keeper Lauren Ogden to help play midwife.
I've been here about 10 years now, and I've been working with the lions and tigers now probably about 3 years. I'm really excited because it's all new for me, and it'd be nice to be able to work with some lion cubs.
The biggest concern for Lauren is Rachel's inexperience. As a first-time mum, she could reject, injure, or worse still, kill her newborns. After an incredibly short 3.5-month pregnancy, Rachel goes into labour. For 4 hours, she's restless and uncomfortable. And then the arrival of 2 brand new cubs. They're born blind and helpless. Lauren has been keeping watch on Rachel and the cubs' progress.
We've been able to see the cubs suckling. You know, we're looking out for signs that she is looking after them, and she's doing that. Everything that we've seen so far is positive. Lions, they can eat their young. If she's not happy, and she will eat her cubs, which is also why we are slightly on tenterhooks a little bit.
Rachel continues to be a wonderful mother across the crucial early days. So much so that the time has come for Lauren and Zoo's vet Andrew to go in and see the cubs for the first time.
How are they doing?
Good. Yeah, really good. I think they're starting to open their eyes.
With Rachel safely out of the way in the next enclosure, they can check on the health of the cubs. At just 10 days old, these are very vulnerable little lions. Their milk teeth won't appear for another 2 weeks, and although the eyes are open, for these cubs, the world is still just a blur.
No teeth to worry about yet. Sounds fine.
The sex of the babies will determine their long-term future.
We've got a boy.
Looks like it.
One boy.
It's great news to have a boy. A pride depends on one dominant male within its pack.
Keep my hand out the way your claws.
The larger of the 2 cubs is also a boy, and he's full of fighting spirit.
Yeah, it was really good. Both seem a very good weight. One's a little bit heavier than the other, but that's fairly normal. Got one that's feistier than the other, which is nice to see. You know, one's quite noisy and quite feisty, going for Andrew the vet at one point. But yeah, no, it's good to see the personalities already starting to come through, even at just a few days old.
Rachel returns to the cubs. And after the health check, staff watch on extra closely, just to ensure the bond between the family remains strong.
She's a lovely lion. I'd really like to think she's going to be a really good mum.
We'll check in to see how mum and babies progress later. I'm heading to Cromer in Norfolk to Amazona Zoo, where they specialise in animals from South America.
Dad on the island, and then I've got my females on the other island. Yeah, so I'll spread out. There she is.
Look at that. Look at you. That's splendid, isn't it? Oh, I've got to stop and look at that. That's amazing.
Good girl.
Ennis is a Brazilian tapir, a species closely related to the rhinoceros and horse. Ennis is a first-time mum, but a tapir pregnancy is a tricky thing. They can give birth anywhere between 13 and 15 months of carrying. Zoo manager Imogen White has had to be patient, but thinks we're getting close to her giving birth.
So this is Ennis then?
This is Ennis.
Oh, madam, do you want a bit more of that? Look at that nose, is just amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
There is absolutely no way I guessed that was a pregnant animal. I mean, she's keeping it very trim, isn't she?
Yeah, you have to think in the wild, they have to still be able to get on with life. They do actually carry everything a lot higher up. And she has started bagging up, which is where the milk start filling the teats. So there has been general signs that we are getting towards the time that she should be giving birth. 13-month gestation.
Oh, it's long, isn't it?
Very
13
long.
months, yeah.
Yeah, really long.
So if you're not sure about the exact date when the conception occurred, then predicting when the birth's going to happen is...
It's really hard.
It's tough, isn't it?
Really tough.
Yeah.
So at the moment, hopefully. Hopefully it won't be long. It just seems like we've been waiting so long. Because we've known for so long, it's like we've been waiting almost a year ourselves, so yeah.
We filmed Ennis for 5 weeks as she came close towards her due date. But as the days pass, it looks more and more like she's going to be very overdue and keep us all guessing, even the zoo's vet.
You know, the bagging up means that it's likely to be, you know, sooner rather than later, but to put a date on it is tricky.
After almost 16 months of waiting, there's still no baby. Imogen thinks that Ennis must have lost a baby early term, but then got pregnant again. So, the wait goes on. But as long as mum and baby are healthy, it'll be worth it. Back at Blackpool Zoo, our new mum Rachel safely delivered 2 cubs. She was a natural mother, but sadly one cub wasn't developing and unfortunately didn't make it. It's tough to take, but it's nature's way, and it's why lions often have more than one cub. Despite the loss of his brother, one little lion's bringing a smile to everyone's face. Our cub now has a name. He's called Kari, taken from the Swahili word meaning like a king.
Very feisty, very playful. He's doing really, really well. He's still playing with mum. He's climbing all over mum now. That's all really positive. You can see him learning off mum as well, you know, a few things that he is doing. He's growing up really nicely.
It's a landmark day for Kari as he's about to take his first steps into the big, wide world.
Very excited. It's going to be strange letting him out. He's going to look a lot smaller than he does inside. You know, it's going to be scary for him initially, but he'll love it. So we will see him just in a second. Oh, there we go.
Like all good mums, Rachel's out first, checking everything's safe. 3-month-old Kari is not so sure. With his mum's reassurance, Kari takes his first steps into a brand new world.
Get more confident the more he's out. Mum's being great. She's, you know, constantly reassuring him, you know, it's okay, it's fine.
Kari is maturing with the guidance of his mum. He will one day be the king of his own pride, either here or away from Blackpool Zoo.
This intimate animal birth adventure has given me a window into a secret world of hidden behaviour that's rarely seen. Each birth has been so different. Hey? Oh, wow! That's amazing! To witness the struggle of an animal bursting forth into this world, followed by the heart-stopping wait for it to take its first breath. It's just an emotional roller coaster, and I have loved every minute.